Hello, grade 12 candidates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There are so many people who have requesting that I must put my bank details so that they can donate if they want to donate. So that's my bank account. You can send any amount you feel like sending. It's fine. There is nothing wrong about donation. Any amount of your choice, it's fine. That's my bank account. You can send it there. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Today I will be dealing with religion studies when it comes to religious concept. We will be dealing with what religious studies on what the religion concept. So we have so many concepts in religion studies that you will find in your final examination. So we have to make sure that we cover them all so that you can be fully prepared for your final examination and be able to answer any question. So without wasting a lot of time, today I will be giving you important concept on religion studies. Those who know my language, they understand when I say I am giving them the important concept on religion. Kindly look at your screen so that you can see what the first concept it is, because they are religious identity, dharma, unit, comparability, similarities. Those are the religious concept that we will be dealing with today. So I am only going to give you the important concept on religious studies. So those ones who know my language, they know what I am simply saying. Religious identity, you are going to get it in your final examination. So I won't tell you everything. So now let me just put it on my screen so that you can see what I am talking about. Kindly look at your screen so that you can see what I am simply talking about. Religious identity is the characteristics that gives a religion a sense of who or what is the sense of belonging. That means the religious identity, it gives what the religion the sense of belonging, or you can say it gives a religion of who or what the sense of belonging. It simply gives them the originality of them. Where do they come from? What are they? They must know themselves. So that's what the religious identity, the religious identity, it's what? It's a characteristics that gives a religion its sense of belonging, who or what they are. So that's the first concept that I gave you. Then we have to move to the second concept. Kindly look at your screen so that you can see what I am going to give you. The concept that you are seeing on the screen, if ever there's some that I did not mention, you can write them down to be on the safe side, but I am giving you the important concept. Kindly look at your screen so that you can see concept number 2. Similarity, having resemblance of a particular religion, being of the same kind, having the same nature, same shape, means factors that are common in religion. So that means it's the factors that are common in religion or person, which is it's two things that they have what the same kind, which is they are common, something that it's looks alike. So or their practices, they are similar, what alike. Or for instance, Christianity and Islam, we can compare them, which is it's the similarities, because they all believe in who? In God. So that's what we are talking about when we talk about what similarities. Similarities, it means factors that are common in religion or person. That's the definition of what similarities. Let us move forward to the next concept, anchorness. Let us hear what is anchorness concept. Kindly look at your screen so that you can see what we are simply talking about. It means factors that are limited to a particular religion. It means something which is usually remarkable. Factors which make a religion different from other religions. So which is here is the factors that are what limited to what? To a particular religion. And it's something that is unusual and remarkable. And it is something, I mean, it's a factor which make a religion different from another religion. Unqueness. You are different. It's something that is different. It's something that you can differentiate. For instance, this is Hector. Hector is a male, and then we put a Spogazi next to me. Spogazi is what? Is a female. So there's an unqueness between those two people. So that's what we are simply talking about. Hector has big eyes, and then Spogazi has little eyes, So I'm just making an example so that you can be able to go with me, go align with me, don't be lost. Understand this concept because they are very important in your religion studies. You are going to get them. Now we move forward to the next religious concept, comparability. Let us hear what is comparability. Kindly look at your screen so that you can see what is concept comparability. It means that two or more religions can be compared. It is also implies that two or more religions have differences or similarities. That means this one, comparability, it's simply what means that two or more religions can be compared, which is they compare them what? There is differences and similarities. Let's say they take Hindu, which is Hinduism. They say Hinduism, they believe, what can I say? Okay, for instance, let's say they take Hindu, then they take what? They take, okay, for instance, let's say they take Islam, then they take what? They take Christianity. Now they are comparing. They all believe in God, but the different is what? The founder, which is the foundation. They believe in Prophet Muhammad, and then Christians, they simply say that Jesus is Lord. So that's what we are talking about when we talk about what? Comparability. For instance, let's say now they are comparing. There is Eastern Orthodox. That's Christianity. Christianity is divided into three. This is an example. That don't put it in your head. I'm still gonna teach this. There is a Christianity. Christianity is divided into three. There is Catholic Church. There is Eastern Orthodox, and there is Protestants. So now, since they are divided into three, they are now comparing them. How do they do their practices? Are they doing things at the same way, or now there is difference? That's what we are talking about when we talk about what? Comparability. Let's move to another concept, unity. Let us hear what is unity where in religion studies. Harmony between people or religion, peaceful. Coexistence of religions. Acknowledge of common grounds in different religions. That means when we talk about what? Unity, we are simply talking about what? Harmony between what? Religions, and acknowledge what? The common grounds of what? The religions. They must not discriminate each other, but they must work together. That's what we are simply talking about. Now we move forward to what? Tor. Let us hear what does concept Tor means. This is the central concept of Toism. It's a central concept of what? Toism. It is the way that humans should follow. Tor means the path of the universe. That means when we speak about Tor, it's a central teaching of what? Toism is the central teaching of concept of what? Toism. And they also do what? Tor means, which is Toism. Now we are cutting it T-A-O. It means what? It means the path of what? The universe. That's what we are simply saying. And it is the way that humans should follow. That's the definition of what Tor. Let us move to the next definition of another concept. Monotheistic. Monotheistic describe a belief in one God. Christianity and Islam. That's an example when I say Christianity and Islam. So monotheistic, they believe what? In one God. It's belief in one God. They don't have other gods that they worship, but they believe in one God. So now we move forward to the next concept. Plotestic. describe a belief in many God. Protestic, it describe what believes in many God. That's what the definition of what of the Protestic. So I'm giving you the important concept that you are going to find in your final examination. Now we move forward to the next concept. Reconciliation. It's when there is an understanding and perhaps forgiveness between people who have a bad relationship. It's when there is an understanding and perhaps forgiveness towards or between people who have bad relationship before. That's what we are talking about, what reconciliation, which is they reconcile again, they become together again, they are willing to work together or make peace. That's what we are simply talking about. Let us hear another religious concept, Dharma. What is Dharma? Let us hear what is Dharma. The way of high truth and the teaching and doctrines of the religion is a way of the high truth and what the teaching and the doctrines of the religion. Let us move to another important concept that you may find in your final examination. Ubuntu. What is Ubuntu? Showing respect apart from human being is to show respect apart from human being. It's when you are showing that, no, I know how to live. That's Ubuntu. That's the definition of Ubuntu. Now we have the other definition that we have to define now. Guru. We have to know what is Guru. These are the religious definition. Guru. What is Guru? Is a religious figure who tests, give personal guidance, and instructs, devotes in yoga and medication. In yoga and medication. So that's the definition of that particular concept. Now we move again to another concept. Let us move to Buddha. What is Buddha? Let us hear what is Buddha. Concept Buddha. The word comes from Skrent, meaning enlightened one. It was given as a little to Siddhartha Gautama, founder of Buddhism. I've already teached this on the last video. Because of the belief in reincarnation, there is a successor of Buddha, so there is more Buddha. That means these ones, they are simply saying that they believe in in reincarnation, whereby when you die, they believe that your soul does not go to God, but your soul, it goes and lives to someone else or to some particular living thing. Your soul can move from you and go to an animal. So that's what they believe. So that's what Buddha simply means to us. Then let us move to divine. Divine is Sangoma. We have to know what is divine. Whenever you see the word divine in your final examination, think about Sangoma, divine. Let us hear what does the concept say. The person is known as a Sangoma. He or she acts and go between, immediately between humans and the ancestors. He or she is a foreteller of the destiny of a person. That means this person connect with the person and the ancestors of that person. So this person goes between to make those things to connect. That's what a Sangoma. So now let us move to another concept, a very important concept that many people must know. Holy Spirit. Not Holy Spirit, sorry. Holy Trinity. What is a Holy Trinity? Let us hear what is a Holy Trinity. This is a fundamental belief in Christianity. It is an affirmative that there is one God who exists in three persons as follows. God is the Father, who is the Creator. Then there is God the Son, is the survivor of mankind. Then there is God the Holy Spirit, which is the comfort. So that's what we are simply talking about. Let us move to another religious concept. Reincarnation. Reincarnation, that's what I have just explained there on. Reincarnation, it simply means this is a belief common to Hinduism and Buddhism. Okay, it's common to what? Hinduism and Buddhism. It refers to the rebirth of the soul and spirit on a new body. As I explained before, that they believe that when you die, your soul or your spirit, it will be reborn in another body. Then it is a belief that after that, the soul is reborn into another body. Beings are born into a next life over and over again. That means these ones, they believe that life does not end. Your spirit, when you die, it will be born in another body. So let's move forward to another religious concept. Eighth-fourth part. This one, you've been doing it from grade 10. Eighth-fourth part. It is the Buddhist part that, to achieve nirvana. The eighth-fourth part is made up to 8 steps. It is the last of the 4th noble truth. It is the last of what? The 4th noble truth. The eighth-fourth part. You've been doing it from grade 10. So let us move forward to the next religious concept. I'm only giving you the important religious concept, but I'm sure you can see, as I showed there on the screen, that, okay, there are so many concepts. You can just read them for the more understanding. Kitabi Iqas. Let us hear what does Kitabi Iqas means. It is the sacred book of the Baha'i faith. It contains most of the Baha'u'llah doctrine. It is also referred to as the Book of Certitude. Now we move to what? Another religious concept that is important. Myth. What is myth? Myth is a lie. Something that has never happened. So let us hear what is the definition of myth. Comes from a Greek. The word myth comes from what? The Greek, which means false. Then let us move to karma. What is karma? Whenever you see the word karma in your final examination, just say it's an action, or it also implies the results of an action. That's karma. When you see the word karma, K-A-R-M-A, karma is what? The action, or it also implies as the results of what? The action. That's karma. For instance, death. Death is a what? A result. That's karma. I hope now you are understanding. Then let us move to another religious concept. Bodhisattva. A Bodhisattva is a Buddhist who has achieved enlightenment, but who chose to stay behind in the world to lead others to truth. The Bodhisattva is already a Buddha to be. So that means here they are simply saying the Bodhisattva, I can say, is someone who have already knew the truth or saw the truth. When we speak about someone who knew the truth or saw the truth, we are speaking about someone who have already know what is right, but choose not to live in that way alone, but chooses also to do what? To help those people who don't know. For instance, or for an example, I can be talking about pastors. They've already know what is wrong and right, but they don't become selfish and stay away from teaching people and only teach themselves on or live wholly alone. But they choose to do what? Go out and look for those for those souls. That's what we are simply talking about when we talk about what Buddha stuff. Now we go to what? Yin and Yang. We have to know what is Yin and Yang. Yin and Yang. So let us hear what does Yin and Yang mean. This is the fundamental belief in Taoism. All the weights processes are made up to two opposition force, Yin and Yang. The Yang is active, light, forceful, made. The Yin is passive and dark. That means they are saying that female, they are passive and dark, but Yang, Yang is the male, and then Yin is a female. Yang of Y-A-N-G, and then Yin is Y-I-I-N. So they are simply saying that Yin is what is active, a light. It is forceful, but Yin is what a passive. That's what they are. That's the definition of this concept. Now we move to what covenant. We have to know what is covenant. Covenant, it is a ceremony, promise, agreement, vow, pledge. It is general assigned to Judaism. The covenant was made by God as an agreement between him and the Jews. The covenant was made by God as an agreement between him and the Jewish. Now we move to another concept that is important, halal. H-A-L-A-A-L, halal. Let us see what does halal mean. It means a permissible act in Islam. It is often used to describe food that is permissible for Muslims. That means halal is what? A permissible food where in Islam, which is it often used to what? To describe that is a permissible food for who? Muslims. So that's what we are simply talking about when we talk about what important concept in the religion studies. As you can see them in the screen, those are the important concepts in the religions that I wanted you to know about. Those are the important concepts in religion studies. Those I wanted you to know them. There are still more videos that I have to still do on religion studies so that you can be able to get distinctions. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I am also putting again my bank account here so that if ever you want to donate with anything, feel free to donate. Danko.